Hello from Bolsa Chica wetlands. I was out in San Pedro earlier this morning and I realized I didn't shoot any footage out there except take some shots of the Peregrine falcon. The reason I did that is because I had been there about 3 or 4 times in the last month and didn't get a single shot of the Peregrine falcon. So today, by luck, on a weekday, it's a Friday, I happened to stumble upon it. So all I did was shoot and took a few, got a couple flight shots, but it was mostly perch. But let me share some of these with you. Good thing I had pre-capture. It's only on JPEG with my Nikon, but with like a static bird or subject like I had a lot of time to lock in the settings. So that's the only way pre-capture would have worked with this camera right here, which is the Z8. So let me go ahead and share those with you and hope you enjoy. Here we go. So now that you saw that cool sequence of images, it's time for a rant. And this is why I really hate or dislike the pre-capture function on the Nikon Z8. For a pretty much flagship camera, that function is frustratingly limited. First off, there's no RAW support. I mean, come on, Nikon. Being forced to shoot JPEG in such critical situations it's really a deal breaker. And unless you have like a really solid spot where you have all your settings set up and locked in, then it's kind of a deal breaker. You wouldn't want to get all these shots in JPEG. For wildlife photographers who really depend on these raw images with fast moving situations, being limited to JPEGs is just unacceptable. And then there's the frame rate limitations. At 120 frames per second, which this sequence was shot on, you are really limited to only an 11 megapixel JPEG file. I know this was fine 10, 15, 20 years ago, but now that's barely only usable in a social media setting. I don't think I would want to go up and blow these images onto a poster. At 60 frames per second, you do get full JPEGs, but then again, no RAW, which is a no-no. The fact that you can't use 20 megapixel RAW images for pre-capture is beyond baffling, especially because the camera can clearly handle it. So I'm not sure why Nikon didn't put that into their firmware. So Nikon, why did you handicap a camera that's supposed to be a mini Z9? Give us the raw pre-capture already. Come on. Okay, I'm done.